Millions of Floridians could lose access to food assistance in just days as the federal government shutdown drags on. Democratic lawmakers now urging Governor DeSantis to step in, calling for a state emergency declaration to prevent what they call a looming hunger crisis. Capitol reporter Forrest Saunders has more from Tallahassee.
As the federal government shutdown stretches into its fourth week. Online, the Florida Department of Children and Families is warning SNAP recipients starting November 1st, benefits will freeze until federal funding is restored and the federal government reopened. SNAP helps feed nearly 3 million Floridians, including more than 1.5 million children. The uncertainty prompting Florida Democrats to act Tuesday. In this letter to Governor DeSantis, all of the state's 43 Dem lawmakers called the situation a, quote, full-blown hunger emergency, asking him to declare a state of emergency on food insecurity.
Hunger doesn't care about your political party. Hunger doesn't ask if you're red. It doesn't ask if you're blue. Hunger just simply asks if you care.
A declaration would allow DeSantis to unlock state funds, bolstering local food banks, and create programs to help keep Floridians fed until federal aid resumes.
No Floridian should go hungry, especially not when we have an emergency fund. If hungry kids and hungry seniors, if feeding our neighbors doesn't qualify as a state of emergency, I don't know what else would.
House Minority Leader Driscoll says the move is about using Florida's own fiscal strength to help during an unprecedented shutdown. One she argues the state can't afford to ignore.
Let's be very honest. Republicans control Congress. They control the presidency in D.C. If they wanted to end the shutdown, they could.
But at the federal level, both parties are pointing fingers. While Democrats say the Trump administration is refusing to open up emergency funds to support SNAP, a USDA memo says just the opposite, blaming Democrats in Congress for blocking a clean spending bill and saying SNAP contingency money can't be used during a shutdown.
This is a congressional problem and crisis that's been created by the Democrats because they're playing partisan games, and there's nothing the president can do. We don't have anything to offer them.
Governor DeSantis hasn't commented on the state Democrats' emergency proposal, but earlier this month downplayed the shutdown's impact, calling it D.C. theater.
And this will be resolved at some point. I mean, it's kind of just the typical D.C. theater. Our Congress has got a lot of issues.
Meanwhile, food banks across the state say shelves are already emptying fast. Groups like Feeding Tampa Bay and the Treasure Coast Food Bank are sounding the alarm, warning they can't fill the gap if SNAP runs dry.
With this, there is no safety net. We are the only safety net, and our resources are being stretched too thin.
For now, Florida's October benefits remain available, but unless Washington reaches a deal soon, millions could find themselves without help buying food come November 1st. And it's not just the House and Senate Democrats. The state party now joining in that call for DeSantis to act with an emergency declaration. But at last check, as of about 4 o'clock Tuesday afternoon, we have yet to hear anything from the governor's office. That's the latest out here at the state capitol. I'm Forrest Saunders reporting.